Kiddies, Grammy Brit here. So today we'll be doing a spider story summary series. Starting off with a rather familiar story that I've seen so far. I've seen a couple of YouTubers cover it. Title of the story is regarding Eve. So, summary of the story is that this particular event happened some time back. They discovered a girl who apparently at the age of 8 was discovered in a mine shaft, a very, very deep mine shaft, and this occurred while the girl happens to be, while the miners happen to be excavating. Now, the particular thing with this story is that the girl in question, 8 years of age, does not manifest any kind of verbal communication skills, crawls on all fours, has thick calluses on her arms, hands, and by all means hates humans. So there you go, she hates humans. Literally attacked her would-be rescuers, and when she was presented, her case appears that she and her parents were trapped in there for quite a while. Not sure what happened to her parents, may have died, as she was discovered in it, and then afterwards they have discovered the remains of her parents. So at this time they'd be skeletons. Then, that being the case, they've raffled off her fate, like which scientist would be the one to rehabilitate and study her. And so this female scientist, who in the story has just finished building a location that would handle special cases, took her in, placed her in a room that is observed by a hidden mirror, and for the first 48 hours have noticed that she hates the bed, she hates the cot, literally threw the cot across the room. Found out that metal didn't actually taste good. Yeah, she was biting and tasting the metal frame, and she talks by clicking. Now, for whatever reason, the doctor, a female doctor, then noticed that she started climbing in a fashion to the side of the wall and appears to be clicking. So they've noticed that there's a pattern with her clicks, so it's obvious that she is talking to someone. So they've begun observing her. No human interaction was noted because they were afraid of her. She hates her caretaker, she hates the people bringing in food. But they did notice that because she behaves like a spider. First of all, she's been tagged as Eve. They didn't know what her name is, so they've literally called her, instead of Jane, they called her Eve. Next, they noticed that if she starts behaving like a spider, they might as well feed her like one. So her orderlies would bring into her cage, or room, my apologies, room, bags of bugs, cockroaches, you name it. Now, on one apparent occasion, they brought in a bag of spiders. Now, you can imagine that the girl became so frantic, she used the nails on her legs, so she was attacking them like how you'd contort and spike someone using your feet as like a scorpion tail. She did that. She was very flexible. She can literally use her legs and position them in such a way that her legs were literally touching the back of her head. So she did that and attacked her orderlies. The orderly rushed out of the room as soon as he received a slash on the face. And she took the bag, gingerly ripped the plastic off of it, and then began noticing playing with the spiders inside it. Amazed, the head doctor of the center called another doctor who specializes in spiders, and then they discussed that she was most likely discovered in a lair filled with wolf spiders. And he explained that of all the spider species, the wolf spiders would be the most maternal. By maternal meaning that they would carry their young on the back, and then until they're able to fend for themselves, they would feed the young and also teach the young on what to do. Now the girl was noticeably playing with the spiders, have them in her hair, what have you. And then when the doctors went looking, an alarm sounded. That's when they realized that the girl, Eve, was missing. So they began a chase, and then the orderlies reported she's been heading out to the compound. Viewing the camera footage, they realized that other spiders from the center were dropping onto whoever was attempting to stop her. So these smaller and rather large spider species were protecting the girl and helping her escape. She was already scaling the wall when the head doctor took a gun with a tranquilizer dart and shot her. She was shot, she dropped down, breaking her arms, and then she was taken to the what she called Achilles ward. Now realizing the situation that she may be in cahoots with other species, it had the entire room investigated and found that on the doorknob there were at least several species of spiders that sacrificed themselves so that Eve may escape. Realizing this, the doctor then contacted several exterminating companies and fumigated the place for an entire month. No bugs, whatever bug they are, survived it. By then, Eve realized that when she was placed in the Achilles ward, that she no longer has a companion or someone that she can relate to. So that's the gist of the story, my friends. Hope that you've liked that short summary. It's a rather long story if you're going to be hearing the long play of it. As I mentioned, there are a couple of channels that actually played or read the story in a narrative, and I've given you a summary of it. Hope you appreciated Grammy's storytelling attempt, and you do have a great week. Toodles!